Hey, how's it going? Well, Steam Next Fest June 2022 is here, and once again, it's full of great upcoming Steam games. This means there are hundreds of upcoming titles being showcased with demos, but with that many games, it's hard to decide which to try out. Well, in this video, I picked some that I think are worth checking out, and we'll be giving a quick look in my impressions of these demos. Okay, with so many demos, I obviously didn't try every game being showcased myself, so I'm sure there's plenty that I missed. So with that in mind, let's get into it. Well, first off, we've got Ghostsong. Now this is a game I've been following for years now, so it's great to finally be able to play a demo of it. Ghostsong is a Metroidvania being developed by Matt White. The demo really gives a good feel of the game's eerie atmosphere and a taste of things like the combat and the upgrade system, including some of the modules that you can use to power up your weapons and suit.
You must have died a long time ago.
I'm really liking the mix of melee and ranged combat. It's only going to be better in the final game with more modules and weapons. Ghostsong is set to release later this year. Next up is Nine Souls. Now this game really surprised me. The art and animations are so well done, the combat is solid, and the story already has me interested. You play as Yi, a hero from the past who was awoken by a child from a small village. It seems pretty quiet and peaceful at first, but things turn Logan's Run real quick as you have to save your friend as you start your journey to get revenge against the Nine Souls. They've created an interesting mix combining Taoism and cyberpunk into a genre they're calling Towpunk. Slash your way through enemies, deflecting their attacks, if you've got better timing than me, and then finish them off with an exploding talisman. There's a couple of boss fights in the demo too, which offer a good challenge. Nine Souls is set to release in Q2 2023. Next up is Thunder Rave. Punch-Out is back in this arcade boxing game to become the greatest fighter in the universe. There's some really cool style and animations here which helps knowing when to dodge enemy attacks. This demo only lets you face one opponent, but the final game will feature 12 in total. I do wish the demo had a tutorial at least mention the controls because it was just trial and error at first, but it didn't take too long to work it out. Thunder Ray is set to release on the 15th of September. Get ready for some fast-paced door-kicking action in Angerfoot. Run, gun and kick your way through rooms of enemies in this arcade shooter. Spend some quality time with your girlfriend. And then get out there and kick some more doors. Angerfoot is set to release in 2023. Next up is Fashion Police Squad. You won't be shooting bullets in this shooter. You won't be killing enemies either. You'll be shooting some fashion sense into your enemies who are committing various fashion crimes.
A message needs to be sent, and it needs to be sent in style. Time to serve some good old-fashioned justice.
Are all your loans in order? Contact.
What's interesting about the combat is each enemy requires a certain weapon type to defeat, so you need to switch to the right one.
Thank you. Can I interest you? Thank you.
While your belt can also be used on certain enemy types and to stun others, it's also used like a grapple hook to swing around. Use the Fab Slap power up to finish off groups of enemies in style. And even take on some of the toughest bosses in the fashion industry. Fashion Police Squad is set to release later this year. Spark the Electric Jester 3. It's hard to describe this game without comparing it to Sonic Adventure, and that's not a bad thing at all. It takes a lot of inspiration from Sonic with things like rail grinding, boosting and homing attacks. But it does a lot different to set it apart. Different characters, power-ups, levels with branching paths, different bosses, and challenge levels to change up the pace. If you're a fan of fast platformers, Spark the Electric Jester 3 is one to keep an eye on. At this point in time, they haven't yet set a release date. Well, there you go. Those are my picks from Steam Next Fest June 2022. Let me know in the comments which were your favourites from the games that I showed today. And be sure to check the description, I've got links to all the games in there. Yeah, thanks for watching, and if you subscribe, I'll hopefully see you in another video soon.